So if Marinette is still feeling Adrian, and Adrian is still in love with Ladybug, and it's kind of throwing little hints at Marinette, what's going to happen to Luka and Kagami? Could they work together as a couple? You'll have to watch the rest of this video to see. Hey everyone, welcome to AnimePuffz. I'm your host Wiley, and today we're going to be discussing whether or not Lukagami is a thing, or could be a thing, and whether or not they're compatible. If you like this video, please feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe for more. Share if you care. Let's get to it. So first things first, I just launched my Patreon. My Discord server is on there only for $1. All ages are welcome. It's just $1 on Patreon. So make sure you check me out on there. It's an inclusive community. I legitly like watch everything. My Hero Academia, starting to watch Wings Club again, Monster High. So make sure you check me out. It's only $1. So a couple of you mentioned Lukagami in my comment section. And then I was like, Lukagami? That sounds like that could be a possibility, so let me look into this. Like, would they be compatible? So I actually went through like all the episodes that Luka was featured in and all the episodes that Kagami was featured in, and I actually did a full list of their strengths and weaknesses that they displayed in each episode, whether or not they could balance each other out, and how their counterpart would handle the whole situation. And I'm like, yo, like, they're compatible as heck. Like, way more compatible than they would have been with Marinette and with Adrian respectively. So I'm like, okay, Lukagami, like, I'm here for this. Like, this may very well be my endgame. Let me tell you why. So first, I'm gonna start by listing like all of Kagami's weaknesses, how Luka would help to balance that out, all of Kagami's strengths, and what Luka would add to them, and vice versa. So one of the first episodes where we see Kagami in is the Repulse episode, and she is extremely hard on herself. She's a perfectionist, and she feels like if she loses at fencing, which she kind of did to Adrian, but Adrian felt like she didn't lose, but she wouldn't listen to reason, and she kind of like freaked out because in her family she's been raised not to lose. So she just gets like really angry and hostile. And then I was like, how would Luka have handled the situation if Luka was in the mix? And he would have handled it well. For starters, Luka is extremely supportive, and he's just that guy who's just going to be there for the people that he cares about. Well, it's been shown over and over and over in the show that he's there for everyone. Like, he's been a support system for Marinette, and he's also been like a really good support system for his sister as well. He's very calming and relaxing. He could have like de-escalated that whole entire situation and just reinforced positive affirmations into Kagami. So that would have been amazing. And then not to mention that, but in the Repulse episode, Kagami also proves that she's very strong and she's a talented fencer. And Luka, I kind of feel like he likes strong women, which is one of the reasons why he was attracted to Marinette in the first place. So I think that Luka would like those traits about Kagami, and he could make her, you know, he could calm her down a bit and just reassure her.
Actually, no, I'm not fine at all. I'm so tired, Luka, of all these responsibilities, of having to put up a front all the time, of never being able to be who I truly am.
It's all right, Marinette. You can tell me everything. Or nothing if you prefer. You can be yourself with me, you know?
And then also, Kagami's a perfectionist, and he's like a go with the flow type of person. So they're like directly opposites of each other. But it will work out because Kagami can be too uptight at times and like too serious, and like she tries to be too perfect. So since Luka's so chill and laid back, he could like ease her, you know, anxiety and just relax her a little bit. I do think that there would be a clash at times because while Luka's like ready to like strum his guitar strings, Kagami's ready to study, or you know, or practice fencing or something. But like they would balance each other out. Like Kagami would bring like some sense of fun because she is a very fun person, but she would bring the structure, and Luka would bring the fun and the freedom and the relaxation, which is needed. Now we also see her in the Oni-chan episode. And in that episode, she's extremely territorial, and she is jealous. She actually gets akumatized because she sees Adrian take a picture with Lila, and she like freaks out over that. Luka is like so confident in himself, and he's like, he doesn't really get jealous. Like, he is okay at the moment with Marinette still, you know, dealing with her feelings with Adrian and still hanging out with Adrian, even though he's pursuing, you know, her. So I think that he would just, again, reassure her that there's no one else, that he's interested in her, and he would just calm down those jealous bones that she has. Like, just calm down. Like, Luka would totally be there for her. And with Kagami being territorial, like Luka is very friendly, and again, just the calming aspect of Luka would just calm her down, reassure her that she has a special place in his heart. I feel like he would say something spiritual, like whenever she got territorial, like some crap like although there are many leaves on my tree, you are my roots. Like something weird like that is what he would say. So now we're gonna talk about some good things a little bit. So in the anime show episode, Kagami made like a brief appearance where we see she really values tradition. She really valued her shoes, which were a family heirloom, and she also values like being around family, even though her mom is kind of like strict. And Luka feels the same way. Like his family tradition is kind of like, he comes from like a family of rockers, so he and Julika are picking that up. And then also he loves to be around family. He loves his sister, he loves his mom. So I feel like it could just be like a big family like reunion or family party between the two of them. They really have some of the, you know, some interesting core values that they can exchange amongst each other. So I think that's cool. Or that they can relate to with each other. So they would fit in together. And we also see her in the Frozen episode. She is straightforward in this episode. She does not bite her tongue. She does not mince her words. She said what she said.
Adrian, the biggest mistake a fencer can make isn't choosing the wrong technique. It's choosing the wrong target. Change targets.
So Luka is very straightforward as well, but he says it a little bit more delicate. So I think that they both will be upfront with each other about how they feel, and there would be no mystery between the two of them. The mystery will be in getting to know each other, as opposed to having confusion about how they feel for each other. And I think that's a beautiful thing. The big conflict between Marinette, Luka, Adrian, and Kagami is that no one outwardly knows how the other feels, with the exception of how Luka feels for Marinette and how Kagami feels for Adrian. Like, Adrian and Marinette are keeping their feelings ambiguous, but these two people, like Luka and Kagami, are straightforward, so that will work in their favor. Kagami wouldn't feel the need to feel jealous or territorial because Luka will be upfront and honest with her. And Kagami will let Luka know straightforward how she feels and what her intentions are. So they are perfect for each other. They wouldn't play with each other's feelings. They would just be there for each other. And then in the Love Eater episode, Kagami is very protective of Adrian. She takes like stings for him. And Luka would do the same thing for Marinette. So that's something that they have in common. They protect the people that they love. Or they protect the people who they love. In the Miracle Queen episode, Kagami is very straightforward and open with her feelings, and she lets Adrian know how he's hurting her and what she wants from him. I think that Luka would do the same thing without her even having to ask. Like, he would just come out and just tell her how he feels about her. Perfect for each other. It would just be open communication instead of like all this mystery and all this drama. Ikari goes in this episode, Kagami proves that she's very smart and clever, which are positives, but on the downside, she doesn't really contemplate things that much. She's so smart that she just jumps into action instead of taking the time to allow her thoughts to marinate and to really listen to the plans of others, which like almost ruined Ladybug and Cat Noir's plan in that episode. But Luka has all the time in the world, especially with his Snake Miraculous. Like, if they ever decide to like give it back, like give the Snake Miraculous back to Luka and the Dragon Miraculous back to Kagami. Luka has patience and he's supportive, and then Kagami is very quick-witted, so it's like they go together, balance each other out. And then in the United Hero special, Kagami is very short and curt with Adrian. Luka would kind of be like off-put by that. I can tell by his personality, like. But instead of getting offended by it, he would ask her what she meant and like dig deeper or delve deeper into her mind, basically, by asking her a couple questions. Okay, now let's talk about Luka. In the Captain Heart Rock, I didn't really see any bad qualities from him, so I just saw that he was accepting, and Kagami is pretty much so accepting too. Of new friends, just that she's harder on herself, so they go together. In the Desperado episode, Luka proved that he is brave, helpful, and caring. Kagami would love that, and those are like some of the attributes I feel like Kagami is attracted to in Adrian, so that's something that Luka also shares, so that would bring them closer to each other. But Luka again has shown that he'll risk his body to save people that he cares about, so I feel like Kagami would do the same thing too. So it could be a good or a bad thing. Like, they would fight, like the Avengers. Like, remember, like, do you all remember like when Natasha fought with Clint to like sacrifice themselves? Kagami and Luka would do that. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing, but it's very noble, depending on the situation. With me, everything is situational. Like, I'm not gonna apply one method or one way of thinking to every single situation. It doesn't work that way. In the Love Eater episode, Luka proved that he was understanding. He was willing to listen to Marinette. He was willing to listen to Marinette and be there for her. I feel like Kagami would be perfect in this situation because while it's good that he's caring and understanding, he does let people take advantage of him. That would be his con. Kagami would not play that. She would tell him, like, you're not gonna let your friends take advantage of you anymore. Like, you can help them out, but you're not gonna let them take advantage of you. And slowly but surely that may be a conflict, but over time I think that would teach Luka to really value himself, because clearly he doesn't. Like, he lets people walk all over him. And I feel like Kagami would be the one to tell him that he needs to do that and protect himself and explain to him why. And then we see him in the Silencer episode where he stands up for his friends, which is noble again, something Kagami would do. And standing up for himself, Luka has also proven that he has a temper. And that's very dangerous. He's very tick-tick-boomy is what it kind of seems like, because he hasn't fully been fleshed out. But to be so calm for all those episodes, and the minute someone pisses off his friends and takes advantage of his friends, he just snaps. That proves that he has that in him. So what else is he gonna snap at? And I feel like Kagami will be the one to kind of push him a little bit to get him to really embrace how he feels, because he's always concerned about what, you know, how other people feel. What about what he feels? What about what he wants? And Kagami will be there to tell him that it's important for him to just let down his guard, put himself first sometimes, and to just not take anyone's bullcrap. Like, she's a no-nonsense type of person. And then ultimately, I think their Miraculouses go together in their powers, although most likely that's going to be changed like after Miracle Queen. Kagami's Miraculous shows that she can fit into many different situations and she can adjust herself depending on who she's around, the situation, all that good stuff. And then with Luka, he just has all the time in the world and the patience to just wait until Kagami adapts. So Kagami can fit in with different groups of people. She can adjust herself and be the leader, be the follower. She can do all those good things. And then Luka just has all the time and the patience in the world through her changes, whether that be good or bad. So all in all, I think they're perfect for each other. They would be cute together. I don't like the fact that they're both kind of like side pieces, but they go perfectly together. And they also match each other's energy. They're both like cool and calming, but they can also like turn up and have fun. So I think they would go together well. They both aren't afraid to really like laugh and make jokes at themselves or other people. So that goes together well. I remember when Marinette got upset because Luka made a joke. And Luka just like stopped making jokes. But Kagami likes that type of stuff because she hangs out with Adrian, who's really silly. And he loves to do pranks. So it's like Kagami and Luka go together perfectly. But that's it for now. Please let me know whether or not you think Luka and Kagami go together. And if you're interested, please feel free to support me on Patreon. The Discord group is only $1. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.